So in my previous video, based on that small p-value of 0.0017, because this p-value was smaller than the alpha level, I rejected the null hypothesis. So I'll go ahead and say that over here. Just gotta remember what I did. In the first one, I failed to reject, but this set a problem about the proportion. I rejected the null hypothesis. So guess what I'm hoping? I hope that the alternative is true. You know why? Because I just rejected the null and I went with the alternative. So I hope the other guy is true, you know? I just rejected the null and I went and believed the alternative. So I hope the alternative is true. And the null is false. If this happens, if this is true, then I made the correct decision, right? But if it's the other way around, I made a mistake or I made a type 1 error, right? So let's take a look. Number 5, suppose you somehow find out that the actual proportion of entire database population is 60%. So what are they saying here, you guys? They are saying P equals 60. The blue statement is saying P equals 0.60. Was that null or was that alternative? That's null, right? So what this blue statement is saying, null hypothesis is true. Okay, that's what it is saying here. Okay, hold on, I got a problem now. Because take a look. I just rejected that guy. I just said, no, you're not true. I reject you. I move on to the other guy. But I just found out the null hypothesis was the right one. Oh no. So in this case, what did I just do? Well, let me go ahead and tell them that I made a mistake. I'll go ahead and say, because I rejected the true null hypothesis, I just made a type 1 error. Okay? Type 1 error oh goodness, hold on. Remember, type 1 error, because I think you guys read about this in your textbook. I remember this was an asynchronous lesson. Decisions. Here it is. Type 1 error happens when you reject the true null hypothesis. This could happen when you reject, and then because the p-value is less than alpha. This is exactly what happened, right? So rejecting the true null hypothesis is called type 1 error, and I just made that mistake. If the null is true, rejecting it would be a mistake. And that's it for this problem, okay? I admitted that I made a mistake, okay? But you know, that happens. That happens, right? Because we really don't know the population proportion. All right, suppose that you somehow find out that the actual proportion for the entire database is 65%. So what are they saying? They are saying that P is greater than 0.60, right? Because 0.65 is greater than 0.60, okay? Which means the alternative hypothesis is true and the null hypothesis is false. This is what they are saying. The blue highlighted sentence is saying this. Okay, so if the null is false and I just rejected the null, was that a good thing? Is it a good thing to reject the false null hypothesis? Of course it is. Yay! I'm gonna go ahead and say, because I rejected the false null hypothesis, I just made a correct decision. So that's it. I am done with my data assignment 4. I'm gonna go ahead and save this file because I want to show you that I want you to submit all those data files too. And I'll just probably name this as Sue. That's my name, you guys. My name is Sue. Saved it. Close it. I'll go to Canvas. can find the right tab. I will start assignment. I will upload file. The file, and you guys can submit this as many times as you want. If I mark it wrong, oh, by the way, after putting that Word file, click on another file, upload the data file that you used. So that's why I ask you to remember where they are. So sample of size 1, 50, sample of size 2, 50. Oh, I have to just click on one at a time. And then add another file, the second one. I'm gonna probably randomly just select a couple of you and then check it. And that's it. If you want to leave me comments, that's okay too. This was super easy and fun. Okay. That is what you're going to do for me. And as soon as I grade it, oh, that makes me feel so happy. I'll let you know how you did. You should be able to look at the graded rubric. When I'm done, I will attach a graded rubric so that you can fix something if there's anything to fix. All right.